All right, welcome everyone to the Dynasty Strong team call. I'm super excited about this call. Just showing how real life is. My kid missed his lunch, forgot to bring his lunch, so I dropped it off, ran over to my dentist appointment, and literally just ran out like in the parking lot of the dentist office. I'm like loading up. I loaded up these Canva screens, slides of a recap. And I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't even seen them, but they come from a trusted source. So, but I wanted to use them kind of as a guide for us. Just the real life. We fit this business in between the cracks of our day and the schedule of our day where we're working on ourselves and helping other people do that. So I love that we're here. I love that Kevin's stuffing his face right now with his camera off, getting the lunch and learn at the same time. But I want to just share a couple announcements. First of all, I want to celebrate Laura Paleo. I don't know where she is on the screen for you guys, but Laura, raise your hand. She is our newest diamond coach as of last Thursday. Just doing absolutely incredible, just networking with her local BNI, just talking to people, spreading the message of what this business can do for somebody, and just really showing that coaching and preferred customers is just the best option. They get a discount, they get to be a part of her wellness community, and have some awesome tools. So congrats, Laura, on that. But I want to share something about Laura that I absolutely love. Like, we were at Leadership, or on our way to Leadership, getting on the plane, and I'm checking my Coach Online office from the airport. I see that she hit diamond. We checked it the night before, so we knew it was going to happen, but I always just like to see it in the office. And I was like, I'll get you a post written when I get to the hotel and get all settled in. And like the first thing she said is, it looks like Gabby's a 1-star today too. Like, she took the focus off of herself and was immediately thinking about, because she's one of Gabby's personally sponsored coaches. And it was just kind of a testimony in a way to me of like, if you want to advance, like hit Success Club, advance your business, you got to focus on other people. And it was just an example to me of Laura not being like, like, obviously she celebrated that, but she was also like celebrating, it was a team. It's something bigger for the team as well. So congrats to that. I don't think she's on right now live, but Kim Rays, I don't know if you guys know her. Just a little backstory on her. For years, she has just been all about retailing products, not really interested in building a team. And she recently has, over the past year, has really dove into building a team, advancing her rank, building her team. And she and her team just advanced from number 50 something in the company. I think it was like 53 to the 42 spot. So they're number 42 in the entire company out of probably 100,000 coaches that are building. And her goal was to be in the top 50. So like, I'm on her, like, let's go top 25. We got 2 more months to go. So I just wanted to give her a shout out as well for leading the team on that. And then also celebrate the leaders of the team that were at Leadership. Those coaches, so that you can know their names, were Beth Isbell, Mallory Landry, Brigida Linford. And then we have Erin Boyer, and then Lauren Borsk. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm sorry. I just met her for the first time in person, but her name's Lauren, and she's one of Brigida's downline coaches. So I want to shout them out for earning that spot to Leadership, and they're at Leadership with us. So I'm going to pop up some slides. Like I said, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I was just going to have us on screen like this and just kind of chat through questions you might have from my live video, but some of you guys might not have seen that. So I gathered these slides from another coach that I really trust that put together some slides. We're going to go through them just so I can just do a quick recap. And then as we're on any of these slides, I want you to just unmute. And if you have a question about it, and just ask me. If something doesn't make sense on the slide or you want some more clarity, ask me. What I also want to share, though, is a lot of the stuff that we were introduced to, we don't have all the answers yet. And I think the most important thing, and this is with anything, is that you are clear on the mission, the vision, and the story. And then you figure out the processes as we go, right? it's just like with building your business from the beginning. The most important thing is, your why, what's important to you, why you're doing this. And then you figure out all the how-tos, like where do I place a coach? How do I set up the share cart for my first client? But the first, you have to know the why. So, if there's answers that you guys ask and I don't know, I'm just going to tell you, like, I'm not sure yet, but we're going to figure it out. And that leads me to something that I want to just remind you guys about. There was so much power in my first year as a coach to, just tell somebody like, hey, I lost 38 pounds with this program. I really committed to it. I found out if I help other people with these programs, I help you lose the 20 pounds that you tell me you want to lose. I know that's going to move me closer to being able to bring my wife home from work. That was the story, the message that I was sharing. And then people would be like, well, how exactly does XYZ work? And this would be my answer. I'm not sure how that works, but I have a great coach named Lindsay. Let me go ask her. Let me go find out, and I'll come back and I'll share that with you. And so it was really powerful because I believe it gave my clients, my brand new coaches, as I built my team, permission for them to also start knowing that they didn't have to know everything. And I feel like now it's a little bit harder for me to recruit because people think that I'm communicating with that they have to know everything that I know in order to be successful. So I love not knowing. I know that I love the fact of being able to say like, hey, I don't know, but we have a great team. We have a great support team at corporate as well, that we're going to get all the information. We're going to learn as we go, and we're going to do this together. So I'm just going to share a little leadership recap. We're going to go through this. One of the first things that we talked about is the importance of the shift of the company, of where we're going to go, that body positivity and a healthy and active lifestyle can coexist. The diet and fitness industry says, if you look good, you will be happy. And that, I love a before after picture, but a lot of people feel like they're going to be happier when they get to their goal weight, or when I finish my program, then I'm going to be proud of myself and I'm going to be happy. But the truth is, you're happy when you feel good. And can I get a raised hand if that's the truth? Because I've seen, even in parts of my journey, let's talk about maybe the business or even parts of my transformation, I've gotten to certain goals, but it didn't bring 1 ounce of happiness. Maybe like 15 minutes of like, holy crap, we did it, but it didn't bring happiness. So you're happy when you feel good. And so I want to, and Samantha says that's truth, and it is truth. So we want to help represent that as a company, that mindset. Not that, if you look good or you get to a certain ideal body weight or abs that you're going to be happy, because it's just not the truth. And I had a realization as I was listening to corporate present this. This is just my own personal story, because I've been with Beachbody for 11 and a half years. I've been to 11 leaderships. I've been to 12 Success Club trips. I think 12 might be 11 as well. I've been to every summit. And there has been times when, not so much over the last 6 or 7 years, because I've been able to evolve, but in my first 4 years, and that's where many of you might be, where I've fallen off track of my goals. Like I've had great abs before, been really ripped and lean. And then, Thanksgiving happens, Christmas happens, we all have big coats on in Idaho, and I just kind of don't see myself, and I slip on my nutrition. And then I don't look as good as, physically. And then I'm like, holy crap, I have a Success Club trip to Disney. This is in the past, right? Like, and I would work out because I didn't feel comfortable, or that I would be judged when I went to a Success Club trip and I didn't look like I did in my photos. Is that healthy? No, it's not a healthy mindset about what we're doing. So I have fallen in that diet and fitness industry prototype. And what I want you guys to know, if you haven't been to an event before, no one is ever going to judge you when they see you and be like, oh my gosh, Scott looks like he gained 10 pounds. It will never happen. So we want to really focus on a team and as a company of helping people feel good today, so that they can feel happy today, because they're going to feel happy when they do that. So the goal is to help people feel better about themselves from the day they start, so that they are set up to stay with our programs, stay with their healthy lifestyle, and be in love with that process. Okay. We watched this video inside of the Dynasty Strong team page. But this is just a short part of it. I shared the whole thing. I don't hear it, so let me see what's going on. Hold up. Okay, the audio is not working on that, so we're going to skip that. I did put that inside of the team page, in the Dynasty Strong team page. So if you haven't watched that video yet, go back and watch it. It's when he announces the changes that's going to happen. But I was really impacted by that when I was there live. Like, I've never seen Carl with tears in his eyes as he's talking about something. So it's really cool to see our leadership. It'd be like in an industry that's $1 billion industry where you have $100 million plus a year company, just really stay with the heart of it, of what we're all about. So the new change in the new shift is we're no longer going to be called Beachbody or Team Beachbody. We're called Body. And the mission statement before is ending the trend of obesity, helping others live healthier, fulfilling lifestyles. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but our mission statement is, this is where it always feels good to be you. And it's on my heart to share this, to write a post about an experience I had with Carl Daikeler in 2013 on the top 10 trip to Italy. And I don't think I've ever shared this with anybody. So I was gonna write it today, but I couldn't find the image on time before my dental appointment. But I'm gonna find an image of Carl and I at the top 10 trip. And, I was a newbie. Like, I was starstruck being able to spend a week with Carl Daikeler and the other top 10 coaches. But we were at a place in, I believe it was in Tuscany in Italy. And we were sitting down to dinner, and like Carl sat next to me. And it was the first time he like sat next to me. And obviously I'm like a little nervous, starstruck. Just this young 31-year-old kid that's like trying to figure out this business, and somehow ended at the top 10 with all the hard work and with our team. And I remember telling him, and it was like, when you meet somebody that's helped change your life, you want to thank them. Right. So I'm like, Carl, like I'm nervous. And I'm like, Carl, like, I just want to say thank you. I finally feel it, like, basically what I said is like, thank you. I finally feel like I fit in, like, here at Beachbody. Like I fit in, and like I belong here. And he's like, no, Scotty, I don't want you to feel that. I don't want you to say that. And I was kind of like taken aback, like, what? Like, I want him to be like, oh yeah, you do belong here. Like, we're so proud. Like, that was me back then, my words of affirmation, what I wanted to hear. But he says, I don't want you to say that. I don't want you to feel like you belong here. And what he went on to say, I said, I feel like I fit in. Like, I feel like I fit in here. And he's like, I don't want you to feel like that. He's like, I want you to know that no matter who you are, that you belong here. Like, you don't have to like fit some mold or accomplish anything to belong here, like top 10 or whatever it is. Like, you just belong here because you are you. And it was just like an aha moment for me of like, when he shared this, I was like, oh my gosh, like he was teaching me where this company is going right now. He was teaching me that face to face back in 2013. So it's cool to see that we're working on that, right, that we're shifting in that direction right now, where this is where it feels good to be you, that you, Laura, can just be yourself. And that's exactly who you're supposed to be. And you should be proud of that. So we need to help people feel that, feel that from day one, that it's okay. They don't have to lose the 50 pounds to fit in with Beachbody, or to fit in as a part of your team, the Collective Wellness or Dynasty Strong, that they can be that person right now. They then went on to talk about, and like I said, if you guys have any questions that we go anything, just ask. They went on to say, if you see us talking about eat more dessert and swap dirty energy for clean energy, those are some of the first steps, the first two steps that we can take with our brand new clients to help them feel good today. Because in the fitness industry, as you guys know, they showed an image. I don't know if it's in these slides, but they showed a gym, And I go to a local gym here from time to time, and the gym said, you know how they have words above the mirrors sometimes, like motivational quotes? It said, proud but never satisfied. Proud but never satisfied. And I get it. It's like you're never satisfied, so you always want to strive to be better. But no, like we want people to be proud of themselves and satisfied with what they did today. Like you are satisfied. You got up early, you read your personal development, you did your business activity tracker. And for our clients, you drank your healthy shake. You drank, you had some clean energy. You didn't drink a Rockstar or a Monster or a coffee with a ton of sugar in it. You swap that dirty energy for some clean energy. And so as you hear the network, other coaches, me inside this team talking about step 1, eat dessert every day. We're not talking about go have a slice of cheesecake. That's okay. But we're talking about Shakeology being a dessert. And it was cool. They gave us these cards with awesome recipes to make Shakeology into an incredible dessert. But what I want to share with that is, and I'm starting to make this shift as well. Every single day I drink Shakeology. I don't make it into a fancy dessert. I just mix my tropical Shakeology with a scoop of lemon Energize because it makes it a little tarty, like a little sour taste to it. And that's how I have mine. But my kids, every single day, every single one of my 5 kids has Shakeology, and it's like a dessert for them. So today I took a picture of my kid drinking his chocolate, peanut butter, and banana plant-based Shakeology, and I shared about that. That's a dessert that he gets every day after school. And I think one of the cool things is a lot of people, as they're beginning, it's awesome that we have a super dense nutrition health shake. But if you're somebody wanting to make some changes and not be overwhelmed all from the beginning, how much awesomer does it sound when your coach tells you you could have some dessert every day and some clean energy, and we're going to get you healthy and fit? It just sounds like, okay, this is something that I can do. And so that's what we're talking about at Eat Dessert, is work on sharing more about your Shakeology. And yes, I think it's important to share all the benefits of the probiotics, the prebiotics, and everything that is in Shakeology. But also let's share that it tastes like a freaking dessert. Who here loves your Shakeology? Can't go a day without it. And it's tasty. I see Laura raise her hand. It is a dessert. So let's help people eat more dessert. And then when we're talking about swap dirty energy for clean energy, like I said, I go to a local gym here. Right when you walk through the door, there is a cooler full of Rockstars, Monsters, and some other brand. I don't know what they are. And then there's the desk where you swipe your key. And they do have a shake bar behind. I've never seen anybody order a shake there. And then they have a little glass area where you can buy supplements like pre-workouts, post-workouts, all of that stuff. But the first thing that's promoted are Rockstar energy drinks and Monster energy drinks for your energy. So Laura, I see you raising your hand. Let's get that question.
It's not a question. It's a comment. When we were at Summit.
Laura, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
No. Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
I still can't hear you. There must be an issue with sound.
I can hear you, Laura.
Dang it.
I can hear Laura.
Let me see if I can figure something out here.
Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Can you guys hear Laura?
I can hear Laura.
Laura, I can't hear you, and I see that you're unmuted.
Maybe.
Let me try something.
Let me lower my hand now. Can you hear me?
I love that you have a question. I just can't hear it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can figure out what's going on my computer here. I've never experienced. This is why we couldn't hear that that audio on that video. I don't know what it is. I'm just looking on some things. Output volume. I'm just in my sound.
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you now. I just changed my sound from Zoom to MacBook Pro speaker. Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to be really quick. It's not even a question. It's a statement. When I was at Summit,
yes,
over in the corner, in the nutrition area, they had these books called Treat Yourself. And there's 42 pages of Shakeology desserts.
Awesome.
I bought that book. That is an awesome book.
I know. And when I got home, I thought this would be a great prize to give to my challengers, for completing a challenge program who are on Shakeology. And so I went in to try to order them, and you can't get them. And so I called corporate. No, you can only get it at Summit. I even messaged Jemima, because Jemima has gotten on me before about posting stuff you can't post about or say.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But now it completely makes sense, because they're probably revamping this so that they have more dessert recipes. And I made a couple of them, and it's awesome. So anyway, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. So I think that's super exciting. And I'll ask a question. If you send that to me on text or Facebook, I'll ask as well to see if they are revamping that. But they did say they are doing a bunch of things. Like, they gave us these really nice stack of recipe cards. So that though, I don't know if those will be available or not. I'm assuming they will be, since they gave them to us. But yeah, we're going to help people like have a healthy dessert every day. So
is it sort of like the I am cards for Shakeology?
Yeah, they were just like recipe cards. They had like a awesome picture. Looks a lot like your book, and then had just how to make it.
I know, they're so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm done.
Cool. So the next thing that we're going to move on and talk about are body blocks. I talked in the live video about this, but I'll just kind of recap. Let me pull up the chat to make sure I'm not missing any questions. Okay. The body blocks, what it's going to be, is there's going to be all kinds of different body blocks coming out. And I know I saw somebody make a question. Actually, it was in our diamond thread. I think they were like, oh no, because I talked about super body blocks. You have to pay $30 to unblock one. Or if your customer stays on Shakeology Home Direct, they're going to get the next block, the next super block unlocked. And then let's say they stay on Shakeology the next month, then the next block unlocks and they don't have to buy it. So that's a tool to help us with retention. And it's also for those super fanatics that want to do everything, just like when we unlock Fire and Flow or XP Sculpt, there's ability for them to unlock a block for a month and do it. But if they're on Shakeology Home Direct, they're going to get it for free unlocked. But I had a coach who was like, oh no, my whole business model, I'm afraid my business model is going to fall apart because my customers don't buy the unlocks. And most of my business comes from first time sales of like a challenge pack with a year access to Beachbody on demand. That's my niche, or that's the people that I'm speaking to. And I was like, oh no, it's totally okay. These body blocks, even the super body blocks that you have to pay for, once 6 months are up, they go into like the library and they're available for free for everybody. And there'll be free body blocks as well. Like there's going to be, like it says right here, all body block. There's going to be a block just for bikes. And then there's going to be a beginner block as well. And those body blocks will always be there, but then they're going to continually come out with new body blocks that kind of emulate a program. So there'll be like like Autumn will do one, Shanti will do one, and it will kind of emulate one of the programs, just kind of like recreated, but in a body block. So does that make sense? Kind of. I know there'll probably be more questions as they come. But yes, people will not have to buy body blocks, but the option's there for those diehards that do want to do the super blocks. Laura. Oh, so did you have a question?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I do. Now I can't remember what it is.
That's all right. If it pops up, just stop me.
Oh no, I know what I was going to ask.
Okay.
A lot of these body things that you can sign up for are like at 2 a.m. my time. Everything is so behind the times,
Yes.
So is this something you can sign up for and then do it in a time that's convenient for you, or do you have to do these blocks when it's on?
No, this will be convenient for you.
Okay.
I don't have all the answers. I do know that they said, they started doing earlier live body classes recently so that the East Coasters could do early classes, but they're gonna shift away from that because it's not something that they can maintain long term. Having crews in California doing live workouts at 3 a.m. to meet the needs of the 6 o'clockers. So there's going to be some shifts around that to be viable for long term. But the body blocks do not have to be live. They're not going to be live. It's just something you go in and do. It's going to be structured and I love this because it structures around like how P90X was, where it's going to be 3 weeks of work and then one deload. The fourth week will be functional recovery and like a deload week. So stretching, yoga, walking, all of that stuff. And I feel that's something I need. Since my first round of P90X, like I had my most muscle growth and flexibility during that time. And then, somehow I evolved into this, like do 90 days of Body Beast without ever resting, go right into Lift 4 without ever resting, go right in without ever stopping. And here I am with shoulder injuries and other injuries. But when I did P90X, like I was flexible, like I could put my head almost to the ground, and now I can hardly touch my toes. So I love that it's going to slow us down in that aspect as well and get us to that structure.
That's actually what Andrea also says with XP Sweat and Scope, is she wants you to do the 3-week program and then 1 week of recovery before starting round 2, she said.
I love that. So she's kind of setting us up for this body structure as well. Body blocks, let's just continue on the body blocks, and then I'll share, we can kind of talk about how beneficial it's going to be to work together as a team. But like I said, it's going to be 3 weeks of workouts, just like was stated, 5 days a week, and then 1 week of functional recovery. And it's going to start on the first Monday of every month, like clockwork, first Monday of every month. And if there's a slide about this later, we'll skip it. But what I absolutely love about that is I've just been so overwhelmed with trying to keep up. Like I'm doing Lift more, like Fire and Flow comes out, and then all of a sudden we're promoting Lift More, and I barely completed Lift More. Like I was a little behind schedule, and then XP Sculpt is out, and I'm always behind. Like I'm not a very organized person, so I'm always behind. And when I'm always behind, then I'm finally learning about it or promoting it, and then I learn it, and then I'm trying to teach my team to do it. And by the time the team's learning how to do it, the new program comes out, and it's just been absolutely overwhelming. And there's just so much going on that I feel like people aren't taking action like they should be. Like when I first started, it was so simple. It was coaching is the best option because you get 25%, you get to do PD, you're part of the team. We have events, retreats, summit, super weekends. Get your bag of Shakeology, buy your P90X, sign up as a coach, and let's do P90X. And we grew so fast because everybody was on the same mission and the same thing, right? Does that make sense? So what I love about body blocks is we're not going to be launching new programs every 3 months. It's going to be like clockwork. The first Monday of every month, we're starting a new body block. And then we're going to do 3 weeks, and then we're going to rest. And then we're going to do the next body block. We're going to do 3 weeks, and then we're going to rest. So I want you to understand how beneficial that's going to be for you, inviting to your audience. Hey, like right now, let's say we're starting right now. Like obviously this is going to be more launching in March, but let's say it's October 18th right now. When you're inviting that you have, let's see, the first Monday of November would be November 7th. So right now you have 2 weeks and a couple of days to invite people to your body block. Like you have 2 weeks and a couple of days to invite people to your November 7th body block. And as you get your customers and clients or coaches into that body block, then you're going to help support them. And then we're in November. Then you're going to know that on December 5th, the next body block starts. So as you're talking to your audience and you're in your invite process, you're inviting for, hey, we are starting a new body block on December 5th. Let's help you get ready to start that body block with us. Raise your hand if that's going to be beneficial for you guys. For me, that's going to be super beneficial. And even for your new coaches, as you get a new coach on, they know you're going to do this body block with us. And then you're inviting people to start the next body. Like you're going to share your journey in this body block. You're going to talk about it. We're going to invite people so they can join you on the next body block. There was a cool stat that we saw As you guys know, on Body, there was something called the Tour de Pants, which is a body block based around cycling. In this, it outperformed everything else by 400%. Like people that jumped on board with the body block of the Tour de Pants, 400% higher. Okay, and here's a little note. You can sample the monthly body block concept, so we understand what's going to happen at the full launch come spring in November with Autumn's Healthy Obsession. So if you like, what I would highly suggest is not wait till March to start talking about body blocks and promoting body blocks. I would start talking about it right now and join in on the body block with Autumn in November. Switching to the next slide. Okay.
So
now
that's the 7th. That's the 7th.
I believe it's, yes. Yes, because it says the first of the month. So I said yes. Let's double check the Coach FAQ to make sure they are following that concept on the first of every month with the Healthy Obsession. We'll need to check the Coach FAQ and verify on that.
And Sandra had a couple questions.
Yes. What's your questions? Okay. So they are not launching new programs quarterly. As far as quarterly, no, I can't say yes or no. I don't have the answer yes or no if they will come out with a full new program. I'm assuming there will be, and there will be some sort of program coming out that, but I can't say yes or no on that. And then the body blocks will move to BOD after 6 months. Yes. And I think something needs to be clarified right here. It's important, if you have not added the yearly body onto your account yet, that you do that. Laura is someone that I reached out to. I was like, you need to do this. She was paying $19.99 a month for her body. She upgraded. And Laura, can you tell us how that went for you? What kind of savings you got?
Oh, it was super easy. And I'm saving $179 a year.
Yeah.
It's $179 for BOD and body combined, but separately with how it is set up now, it's $179 a year for body.
Yeah. So it switched over now. It's going to be important for you to get switched over now. I did a coach opportunity call with someone I met here in my hometown recently. I didn't even talk about the $160 challenge pack. Like I said, like I put it as you're getting BOD/body plus your Shakeology and your coach sign up, and it's going to be $219. And he was like, okay. And I broke out the prices all together. But the reason is, and I love this change. I mentioned it in the live video. We're no longer going to have BOD platform and body platform come to launch in March. We're just going to have one, body. Okay. So I think it'll be important for you guys as coaches to make, obviously, like Laura said, you save money when you do the yearly and you upgrade. But we're not going to have, and I love this, we're not going to have to sell BOD and then have the checkbox for, do you want to try the 30-day for body or buy the annual? It's just going to be one. We're just going to have BOD plus BOD and body together. It's just going to be called body. Does that make sense? We won't have the two.
Yes. And so, yeah. And when you renew, if you do that switch today, your renewal date for next year will be a year from today, not from when you originally signed up.
Yes. And another thing to note about that, if you haven't made that switch yet, is they prorate anything you've already paid. Mm-hmm. And they discount it. They give you a refund discount. Okay. So yeah, so just be aware. Yes, who is this? I can't see.
It's Tate.
Hey, what's up, Tate?
So if like a coach currently doesn't have body, when everything switches, how does that work? Do they not, like, do they still need to pay for body? Do they need to go ahead and get it, or will it not like automatically give them body, or do we know that answer yet?
I don't have that answer yet, that we didn't talk about that. But what I would, that's why I say that we get as many of our people as we can right now on that from the start, or have them switch over. But what I'm assuming will happen is that this is an assumption. Don't take this as the truth. What I assume would happen is the price for BOD and body together, that's what they'll be charged for their next, when they do renew. That's what I would assume. But I don't know exactly how that works, because let's say it renews in June, but this switch happens in March. I don't know. I don't have the answer. So when we get that answer, we'll communicate that inside the team page. Okay, great question. Okay, the super body blocks. It's basically like I stated, it's your favorite programs remade, and here's the actual schedule for next year. And I think it's cool that we have a schedule for the entire next year of what to expect. And so, you know, when you're promoting. So the first one is going to be a free sample one. It's going to be the beginner one that was shown on another, a few slides back. It's going to be a beginner block. And that's for everybody. Doesn't have to pay for it. And then April, the first one's going to be Autumn, kind of a remake of 21 Day Fix, then T25, and then Job 1. July will be Bar. August will be Morning Meltdown 100. And then 4 weeks for everybody, then MBF, and then Pilates, and then Lift More will be at the end. And then we have that schedule there. Any questions on this page? Oh, let's just recap how it works. So let's say someone buys a challenge pack in March. They get Body, which is everything, Beachbody On Demand and Body. They get their, let's say they get the package, and we haven't seen that slide here today, but I showed it to you guys. And if it's on here, I'll explain it. They get 20 servings of Shakeology, 20 servings of Energize, and Body, right? They get a year access to Body. They're going to have the first block unlocked, the super block. So they're going to have April super block unlocked. If they canceled their Shakeology and they want to do Shanti's T25 super block, they're going to have to pay $30 to unlock that. However, if they stay on their Shakeology Home Direct, the next super block is going to open up for them. Let's say they use their Shakeology, do the T25 super block. They stay on their Shakeology for the next month. The Job 1 super block is going to unlock. So it's a great tool or incentive for retention. However, I addressed it already in this call, but I'll just recap it. If they don't stay on Shakeology Home Direct and they don't want to pay for it, those super blocks will come on to Body for everybody after 6 months. So they can do them eventually. There will be other Body blocks that they can do that are not these remade super blocks. Does that make sense? So there will be Body blocks available that they do not have to pay for. Is that clear? Clear as mud? Okay. Okay. Next, simplification. I absolutely love this. It's kind of like when I recapped about.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Kadi, I have a question. So the blogs are open if they stay on the direct order. Like if they do the 20 Shakeology and 20 Energize, they automatically get the blocks, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so but those who do not and only on the yearly will still be able to see the blocks, but after it's unlocked, kind of like right now with like Lift More.
Yeah, it's
like only the ones that paid get to see it. Otherwise, you just have to wait when it's open to whoever. Is that kind of the same concept?
Yes, that's correct. That's
okay,
correct.
Thank you.
And it's also important to know that every program that's currently on BOD right now and Body is still going to be there. So it's not like they're deprived of workouts. There's tens of thousands of workouts that they can still do. So
I have a.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. Well, what if they don't want Shakeology? What if they're on the performance line? Is that the same thing?
Yes, that should work. The wording we had at leadership was as long as they're on a qualified Home Direct order, which I would assume would be just kind of like Success Club would be a 90 personal volume Home Direct order. So Shakeology on Home Direct, the Shake and Hustle on Home Direct, Energize and Recover. That's making an assumption on the words that they said of a qualified Home Direct order. And we'll have more clarity for you guys on that as well. Okay. I love this new packaging. This is just a prototype. There will be adjustments made to it. But the new body challenge packs that come out will come with a shaker cup. They're going to come with a portion fix containers. They're going to come with, I'll just read through here. It's going to be one simple platform. It's just body, everything combined, fitness, nutrition, mindset, and we can talk about that in one place. There's no extra monthly charges or complicated explanations of, do you want to add body on? Do you want to do this or that? It's just body. Just one valuable subscription. This merger, these are going to launch in March. We're launching what is called the Shake and Hustle. And I'm going to jump on board with this 100%. You still have the ability to sell body with Shakeology 30 servings or body with Recover and Energize. You still have those options. But my main focus, I'm going to jump on board with this, is the Shake and Hustle package. It's what I'm going to teach my coaches. It's what I'm going to have my clients and coaches started on because I think it's a great option to get them into Shakeology and trying it and Energize and trying it. It's going to come with 20 Energize packets, a bag of 20 Shakeology servings, 1 year subscription to Body. And then a version of this is also going to launch with Sure Thing, which is a new program as well. The next step is to turn that into a new starter pack named TBD. So that's how it's going to first start. Let me make sure I understand this. With new, nice, okay, the nicer boxing. Okay. Okay, yes. I'm making sure I understand this clearly, how they worded this. So I don't know exactly when the Shake and Hustle thing is going to come out. There's not a date on that. But sorry, my screen is putting a little gray thing over the bottom and I can't read it. Okay. So, okay, the next step is turn that into a new starter pack with the new boxing that's going to come out in March. It's going to have an annual Body membership with a welcome guide. It's going to, one of the things I love when they're explaining, it's going to have a simplified 2B mindset and portion fix overview and recipe, like really really simplified and dumbed down. I remember they said there's going to be like 7 simple recipes for like their first 7 days, that they don't have to go and do expansive training and watch a ton of videos. It's just going to be laid out for them. And then they'll be able to have access to the full portion fix and 2B mindset to dive in deeper. But there's going to be a real simplified version that comes in that nice box that you see right there. Does that make sense? Okay. So where I was confused at the beginning, I don't know the exact date on when the Shake and Hustle package is going to launch. I need to go check the Coach FAQ and see if that date's on there. But we do. Oh, it says right there in December, sorry, at the top, coming in December. So we'll be able to have that package in December, but they will still have to click the upgrade to Body or buy the annual Body membership and the BOD. Does that make sense? Just like we do right now. It's just basically this package is available in December, exactly how we do things right now. You can sell that in a challenge pack. They can click 30-day Body trial or do the year. But then come March, we're just going to have one combined Body membership and the nice new packaging. Okay. Is that clear as mud? Okay.
Do they get their choice of Energize flavor also?
They should, yes. I don't have the exact
Okay.
answer, but I would assume they get to choose. Sandra, I see your hand up. Did you have a question we didn't address yet?
Sorry about that. My
Hope you're okay.
kept doing something weird.
That's all right.
No, I was just with the Shake and Hustle. I noticed that there was only 20 of the Shakeology.
Oh yeah.
And so is there a reason why they're not doing a full month of Shakeology for people? Like,
yes.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make, and when I saw that as well, I was like, why? Because I drink Shakeology every day, and then sometimes I'll have an extra one. Like if I'm running from sports games and dance rehearsals with the girls, like I'll have a second shake sometimes. So when I first saw that, I was the same. But as you guys know, you've probably received emails from Beachbody where there's a survey and they ask questions. anyhow, they send out surveys, and by going over these surveys, they found one of the questions on one of the surveys was asking people why they canceled their Shakeology Home Direct. And the main reason that came up was that they are not drinking it every day. They're drinking it maybe 4 or 5 times a week, or they just forget. And we're talking about new clients here, right? New customers. And then what happens is they have a half a bag of Shakeology, and then their next bag ships. And they still drinking 4 or 5. And now all of a sudden the next one ships, or maybe they don't even get to the next one. They cancel. Now they have 2 full bags and they're barely finishing their first. They don't want that next bag to come. So they cancel completely. So so the reason for it is so that we're not having these new coaches or these new customers or coaches canceling because they're, they maybe love it. They're just not they're not drinking it consistently every day yet. And then they get to also for basically the same price as a bag of Shakeology, they get 20 servings of Shakeology and 20 servings of Energize. So we get them also going along with this idea of trying clean energy every day and having dessert every day or daily. And I absolutely love it, because a lot of times when I'm working with a new client, they're not ready to buy Energize and Recover and Shakeology all at the beginning. So I love getting them to sample it, Energize and Shakeology at the same time. But then also the pricing is on there. That total solution pack is going to be $219 for the 20-stick carton of Energize, 20 serving bag of Shakeology. And then it's going to have BOD and body. So it's everything. Year access to BOD, body, 20 servings. And then guys, you have a promo code as well. It brings it down to $200. So that's the meaning behind that, Sandra. But then also they then have the ability to go in, and if you haven't gone in and changed your subscription or modified your order, it's super simple now to modify. So they can go in and modify and add on a full 30 serving tub of of Energize, 40 serving tub, and then your Shakeology. Does that make sense? Okay. So they can go in and do that. Next, this is what I'm super pumped about. I have kind of failed in educating my clients on the importance of personal development, but I love that we are adding this onto Body. We had this woman named Petra. She got hired by Beachbody as the Vice President of Personal Development and Health Esteem Content. So on the Body platform, there's going to be mindset and personal development coaching on the Body platform. And there's going to be new themes monthly. There's going to be new content on the Body library every month. And I don't exactly, they kind of talked about how it would look, but what it's going to kind of look like is someone's going to log into I'm not going to call it BOD anymore. I'm just going to call it Body. They're going to log into their Body, and it's going to ask them a question. It's going to be like, how are you feeling today? Something like that. And they could say tired, or they could say, I don't feel motivated. They're going to put their answer, and the Body app is going to give them content to work on their mindset around that topic. So I'm super pumped about that. And that content's going to be there. It's going to be continually updated as well. So it's also, when you're talking about the value of Body and everything that has with Body blocks and all the Beachbody workouts from the past, and all of the Body workouts and the cycling classes and the 2B mindset and the portion fix, they're also going to have mindset coaching and personal development included. Like, it's crazy. Like, I absolutely love it. And I love that for the customers as well, is we're coaching them on their mindset from the beginning before we're getting them in the habit of mindset and personal development before they even become coaches. Okay. I can't believe we're 10 minutes to the hour. Okay. I'm going to keep going on this. Okay. Success Club points. We're going to roll through this real quick. They're making changes. I went on this on the live video as well, but we're going to just go through it because this will be a recording for the team call as well. There's updates to the Success Club points. Before, you basically sell a challenge pack or get a qualified home direct order of 90 personal volume and above, whether it's Energize and Recover or Shakeology or First Thing, you get 2 Success Club points, right? One of the new updates is you can get 1 Success Club point for aggregated, which is a combined between your customers and preferred customers, from new and inactive customers. When they have an added together personal PV of 125, you get 1 Success Club point. Okay. It's a reactivation opportunity is basically what this is. So if you have any customers or preferred customers who have not placed a volume generated order in the last 90 days. So let's say Laura's my customer and I signed her up in April with BOD and Shakeology. She used Shakeology for 2 months and canceled in March, April, May. In May, then we have June, July, August, there's 90 days, September, October, November. Let's say she orders Energize. And there's the personal volume. I don't know the exact number, I should, but let's say it's 35 personal volume points. That combined with other aggregated personal volume points from all of my customers or preferred customers that might have not ordered in the past 90 days, that combined, when there's 125, you get 1 Success Club point. Is that cool? I absolutely love that because we get to, it's like the everybody matters. Like, we don't have to just focus always on just finding new customers, finding new coaches to hit this thing called Success Club, but you're also rewarded for taking care of and re-engaging your current customers. And I've done a lot of personal and business development over my 12 years. It's easier and costs less money in marketing, money or time, to help somebody that you already have than it does to find a new client. And we do want to find new clients, new coaches, but we're also rewarding Success Club points to your efforts to continue to help your old customers stay engaged. Okay. The next thing, the Success Club rewards. I love this. I'm just going to say it out front. Like, Success Club trips are awesome. We're going to Riviera Maya, Mexico next spring. We went to Dominican Republic this past year. But if you hit Success Club every month, at least 11 months, let's say because the way I'm going to word this, you hit Success Club every month for 12 months next year, and you help some of your PS coaches hit Success Club, and I'll explain exactly what you have to do. You can earn extra $1,350 cash. Like, who wants $1,350 extra cash for hitting Success Club? I do. I'm like, I hit Success Club and help my coaches do that anyway, so I'll take the $1,350. So I want you guys to claim that, like, own that, and be like, I'm earning that $1,350. And how that's going to work starts January 2023. When you hit Success Club, you're going to get a wear and share item. You're going to get a shirt, something, wear and share. And then what happens is at month 3, 6, 9, and 12, you're going to get a financial reward. For hitting 3 months, you're going to get $50. For hitting 6 months, you're going to get $75. For hitting 9 months, you're going to get $100. And then for 12 months, you're going to get $125. This does not have to be consecutive. However, if you want the 12 month, it has to be consecutive to get the 12 months in a year. But let's say you hit only Success Club in January, March, and December. You got 3 months, you're still getting the $50. Okay. Does that make sense? If you hit January, February, March, April, May, June, and then you never hit Success Club again, you get the $75. But you also got the $70 and the $50. So you'd make $125 in those bonuses. Hit it every single month. You're going to get $125. Is that clear? Okay. So that's a reward. We still have Success Club trips. So you can still, by the way, if you earn that, when you earn that, you're going to earn the Success Club trip too. So that's a win-win. This is something called the Success Club Executive Opportunity. What this means is you're hitting Success Club, but you're also mentoring and helping your coaches hit Success Club. You're going to get $1,000 bonus when you hit Success Club 5 at least 11 months. So 11 months in the year, and then have at least what's called 10 Success Club qualifications coming from your eligible, personally sponsored coaches. Now, Scotty, what does that mean? It's any coach that you sign up in 2022 or 2023. When they hit Success Club, that counts as one qualification. So Laura, let's say you have your coach, Jamie, hit Success Club. She signed up this year. She signed up in 2022. So she counts. So let's say she hits it. That counts as one Success Club qualification. let's say Jamie hits success. She's going for this reward and she wants to get all 12 months and make the 125 plus 100, 225 plus the 75. She wants to make the $350. So she hit Success Club 12 months. Laura, you got 10 Success Club qualifications. You actually got 12. So you would earn $1,000 bonus. So that's how that works. However, it doesn't have to be just one of your PS coaches. It can be any of them. So like Laura could, for you, Laura, Jamie could hit it 5 months, Success Club. That's 5 qualifications. And then one of your other coaches hits it 3 months and one of your other coaches hits it 2 months. There's your 10 qualifications. Is that clear? Okay. But it also to help re-engage coaches, for those of you that might be a little bit older, if you have coaches from 2021 that have never hit Success Club in 2022, they count as well. So you have the ability to go get your coaches on board from the past if you are a old timer coach. Okay, next, Road to Elite updates. We're not going to go into deep details on this. Actually, we're not even going to talk about this right now because I will do a full Road to Elite update closer to the end of the year and before the end of the year for those of you that are working for Team Builder, Team Leader, Premier, and Elite. We're not going to go over this because I don't want to overwhelm you with that information right now, but we will do a full Road to Elite. What are all the qualifications and changes when that time comes? But today is your new day one. So I'm super excited. Like to be honest, I haven't been this excited about changes inside of the company in my 12 years of coaching. Like I'm talking like when we launched 21 Day Fix, excited about it. Cool. This is going to be awesome. When we went from DVDs to BOD, I was like, oh, this is scary. All I know is selling DVDs. I don't know about people buying digital. Not as excited, but we went with it and it's been great. But with these changes, like I get emotional about it. I'm like, this is freaking awesome. Like what the company stands for. We're going to help people feel good today, not when they finish their program in 90 days. How many of you guys have worked with someone and they feel defeated or they feel like they might have disappointed you? Obviously they feel disappointed in themselves if they say that because they didn't complete their 90-day. Have you guys experienced that have coached somebody? So we want to really focus on helping people feel good today, be proud of themselves today. And I'm super excited about the route we're taking with this. I saw a question that I'm going to address real quick. As a coach, can we switch to Shake and Hustle and still qualify for Success Club? Yes. That question came out. If we want to switch our own order to 20 servings of Shakeology and 20 servings of Energize, you absolutely can do that. I believe get a challenge pack with that. I don't know how the auto ship works on that yet, so I'm not going to give an answer on that. But you will qualify for Success Club because that has over 90 personal volume points and will count for Success Club. Because her question is, will she be able to qualify for Success Club? In order to qualify for Success Club, you have to have 90 personal volume of your own auto ship order. So that's her question on that. Yes, I love that. So the dates, if you want to qualify for leadership next year, I'm just going to put this out there because I know some of you guys are really hustling and grinding. Talk to me one-on-one on the qualifications. You do have to be a 5-star diamond, lifetime 5-star diamond. And there's going to be a certain amount of Road to Elite points, leadership points that you have to qualify for. That's going to be in October of 2023. We're going back to Scottsdale, Arizona. But what I want you guys to know, like I see people there and I talk to people face to face that I've known, some of them for 11 years, some of them I'm just meeting. And I'm like, there's no reason that Tate's not there. Like Tate has everything it takes. Laura has everything that it takes. Matt has everything that it takes. Eman has everything that it takes. Chris has everything that it takes. So I say dream big. Like I think there's a huge opportunity. I believe in my 12 years of coaching, it's been like this, and then it goes down, and then it goes like this, and then it goes down a little, and it goes like this. And there's those shifts that happened where there was huge momentum. Like the biggest shift that I saw in my own personal business and in my team growing was when 21 Day Fix launched. And we got really simple about here's exactly what you're going to eat. Here's a 21-day program so you can simply get in there and see results quickly. And everybody jumped on board with that. And we saw huge momentum with our clients getting results, our coaches getting results. And I know without a doubt, I'm not going to say I believe, I know that that shift is going to happen inside of the network. And I don't want this team, and I don't want you guys that are on this call right now and that might listen to this recording later, I don't want you to miss out on hopping on that wave. Laura's in Maui. She knows what it means to get on the wave and ride it. Like, hop on and ride this wave with the team. Okay. That's all we have for the slides. Does anybody have any questions before we close out the call?
Scotty, I have one last question. Sorry to bother.
Never.
So what no, I just don't want to take, I know the call is long. So I just want to be quick, and you can answer that at a later time if you want to. But I didn't understand about the bike studio. So now you, like, for example, I was going to buy a bike, but now I see that I just got totally confused with the bike studio like option. It's $50 a month. So if you buy the bike, do you are you still have access to the bike classes?
Yes. So I didn't jump, like I said before, like I'm so overwhelmed with I've been so overwhelmed with here's Fire and Flow, and then four week protocol, and then lift more. And then now here we are with XP Sculpt, and then the bike. And then so it's like a Success Club, get an extra point promotion. Like, my mind has just been slow down. Like, I can't keep up. So no, I personally didn't jump on board with that, but I briefly looked at it. If I remember right, it's a 3. I do know that with the monthly payment includes paying for the bike, and I believe it is 3 years worth of body. So you would have access if someone did the bike studio option. It pays for the bike and it gives them body for, if it's not 3 years, I apologize, but I don't know if it's 2 years or 3 years. Like I said, I didn't dive in and jump on board with that. But I think it was 3 years.
3 years.
I did see, oh, thank you. I did see that it includes body. So that would include, for someone to have body right now, how it works, body is housed inside the BOD platform. So that tells me that they get the bike, BOD, and body. So for 3 years. So if you do that option, then Veronica, you would be paying for your bike and you would have body and you're all set up for the body blocks. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Awesome. Okay. We're past the hour. I have a one-on-one call with Tate. So I'm going to jump off. And then Laura, shoot me a text. I have a question for you. So we can touch base. We haven't really celebrated your diamond other than texting. So thanks everybody for hopping on the call. And if you have questions, I'm never too busy. Don't write me and say, hey, sorry for taking your time. Like, half of my job is helping find clients and help them. My other half of my job is mentoring you guys in your business. So never apologize for reaching out to me and asking for guidance and direction. Love you guys. Thanks for being a part of the Dynasty Strong team. We're going to help everybody start to feel good right now. See you guys.
Thank you.
Yep. See you, Laura. See you, Iman.
Aloha. Aloha, everybody.